Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to another sewing tutorial on this channel. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, I'll be showing you the sewing process of this Halter Handkerchief Hem Dress. In my last tutorial, I posted the drafting and the cutting part. So in today's video, we'll be transferring each pattern to fabric and be sewing it. If you are yet to see the drafting part, the link will be in the description box. Go ahead and check it out so you can understand how we got here. I'm using the front skirt pattern to cut the back skirt piece, and since this is the back, I'm adding 1 inch for zipper allowance at the center back. I'm also adding half an inch seam allowance at the top for joining, 1 inch at the side seam, half an inch around the cuff area, and 1 inch hem allowance at the bottom. I will divide the back piece into two, but before then, I will take out half an inch from the zipper allowance. We removed half an inch from the upper pattern while drafting, so I'm doing the same thing here to make sure the upper pattern and the skirt pieces align while sewing. This also helps prevent zipper bulge. Before cutting the front piece, I will trim half an inch off the top to reduce excess fabric in that area. I'll be adding the same allowances as the back piece, except there's no zipper allowance here. I'm adding half-inch seam allowance all around this pattern, but at the side, I'll be adding 1¼ inches. At the center of the back pattern, we are not adding any allowance. We already added zipper allowance while drafting. After cutting the main fabric, go ahead and cut out lining pieces. I already did that. You might want to add interfacing to your fabric or iron wadding to the front part. Go ahead and do it. I'm not adding any of that to my fabric. To stitch, I'll place the side front on the center front, right side facing. I will be stitching with the seam allowance. For the lining pieces, I'll be stitching it same way. Here is the front part after joining. I went ahead to open up the seam allowance and gave it a good press. This is the lining after joining. The next thing to do is to use the lining to finish the side and the neck area. But before then, I will attach the ropes that will be tied around the neck area. I already cut out and stitched long strips of fabric. Let the ropes be as long as you want it, okay? And this is how I will place it. It should be at the center. You can decide to notch that part so you can get the center. You can also decide to stitch this together first before attaching it. After attaching the ropes, place the lining on the main fabric, right side facing. Then you stitch the side as well as the neck area. We are also using lining to finish the side and the top edge of the back pieces. I will stitch the side and the top edge, but I will stop stitching just before the zipper allowance. I'm leaving the zipper allowance open. I will turn it with lining after attaching zipper. After stitching the side and the neck area, I turned it to the right side, and this is what the front piece looks like now. Next thing is to join the front and the back pieces together. But before then, this is what the back looks like after using lining to finish the side and the top. Now place each piece of the back on the front piece and join it together using your body measurements. This is what I have after joining the pieces together. The next thing to do is to attach this to the skirt. Here is the skirt part, and the first thing I'll do is to join the front and the back pieces at the side. I will join each side with 1 inch allowance. With the skirt joined at the side, I will now attach the top part to it. I will make sure the side seam align and then stitch this using the 1/2 inch joining allowance. After stitching, this is what I have, and this is what the wrong side looks like. The next thing to do is to calculate and cut out the fabric for the side gathers. The total length of the skirt is 29 inches, but I'm going to take out the 3.5 inches I came down by. I'm left with 25.5. Now the length of the fabric for my side gathers is supposed to be 25.5, but then I will add the 1/2 inch I added to the cuffed area while cutting on my fabric, and the 1 inch I added to the bottom as hem allowance. So 1.5 plus 25.5, that's 27 inches. And that is exactly what I have here. The total fabric for this dress is 4 yards, and I already used 1 yard for the skirt and the top part. The remaining 3 yards is for the side gathers. The length of this fabric is 60 inches, while the width is 3 yards. Now fold the length side of your fabric into 2. After folding, go ahead and measure your calculated length. I calculated 27 inches as my side gather length, but I'll be cutting 28 inches instead. I'm adding extra inch because I'll be inserting net into the gathers. Now the net will make the gathers fuller, and this will affect the length. I already cut out my length, which is 28 inches. Now I have 2 pieces. Remember, we folded our 3 yards into 2 and we cut out our length. Each piece of this fabric will be attached to the side. Here is the length, that's the shorter part, and the longer side, which is the 3 yards, is the width. That is the part we are going to gather. Okay, now I'm going to notch the center of this piece. Now the gathers did not extend to the hem, so we need to determine where we want it to stop from the side. From the side, I'm going to come down by 8 inches. I already notched that off camera. 8 inches, that is where I want my gathers to stop. If you want yours above or below that, go ahead and adjust the measurement to your preference. To attach this side piece, you are going to align the part you notched to the side seam, okay? And then you make your gathers and stop where you notch. The remaining parts will be stitched all the way down without gathers. So you're just going to make your gather. So you can as well notch where your gathers will start from on the side piece. Now let me open this and show us exactly how I'm going to stitch when I get to the sewing machine. The notch part, that's the center of the side piece, will be attached to the side seam. Then I will get the hem of the side piece and attach it to this hem. Don't forget, the gather starts from where you notch, so I'm going to pin that part together too. You stitch from the hem all the way to where the notch is before you start making your gathers. And it doesn't have to be gathers, okay? You can pleat yours if that is what you want. I'll do the same at the other side, then go ahead to stitch. At this point, I have made my gathers and also stitched from the hem. Again, you are just going to align the center notch with the side seam. then you stitch round. After stitching, you should have something like this. This is what I have afterwards. The next thing is to fix the zipper. My zipper allowance is 1 inch. So at the center back, I will mark where I want my zipper to stop and how I'm going to attach it. Remember I said I was not going to fix the zipper straight. So this is how I'm going to fix it. From the top here, I'll come down by 16 inches. That is where I want my zipper to stop. And from that point, I'm going to stitch the remaining zipper allowance. I'm going to close it all the way to the end. I stitched the zipper to only the main fabric. I didn't include the lining. And at this side, I already used the lining to finish up the zipper allowance as I said I would. And I'll show us how I did it with this other side. First, you will turn the lining to the other side. Next, you will stitch the remaining top edge we left open earlier. And after that, you trim off the excess zipper there. Then you stitch the lining to the main fabric following the previous stitch or let it be closed. After that, you will turn it to the right side and you will have something like this. You will also have to stitch the lining to the main fabric at the waist. Once you are through with the zipper side, go ahead and also stitch the hem. I will double fold the hem and stitch with the 1 inch hem allowance. This is what I have now. I will overlock all the rough edges once I'm done sewing the dress. The next thing to do is to add net to the gathers area. This is a normal net, but I will recommend add net. It all depends on what you want though. The length is about 7¼ inches, while the width before I made the gathers was 120 inches. And I gathered it to 16. That is the measurement around the gathers on my dress. The length of your net can be longer than this. I'm working with what I have. I'm also going to add lining. If you are not adding lining, you shouldn't add net because that net will make you uncomfortable. I already stitched the hem of my lining and the length is 9 inches. Again, your length can be longer than this. I'm only working with what I have. The width is 34 inches. The fabric is on fold, so that's 68. I returned this dress so the side is facing up. I will attach the net before the lining. I will locate the center of the net, then pin it to the side seam. The net will stop exactly where the gathers on my dress stop. I already gathered the net to that measurement. So I will pin it together at each end. After stitching this, I will then add the lining. You should place your lining in a way that after stitching, it will cover up the rough edges of the net. I will align the center of the lining with the side seam as well. Then make pleats round the gathers. And this time, the lining is going to extend beyond the gathers. This is what I have afterwards. If your lining is longer, it's going to extend beyond this. So guys, here is the finished look of our dress. And this is the handkerchief hem. With this, we've come to the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share to others who might find it helpful as well, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. I would like to hear from you. I'll see you in my next one.